So this is a personal vlog, actually, and I've kind of made a conscious decision to do this, and to do that with these videos, and to actually be clear about who I am personally, because I think it's important. So I joined Mumsnet just because I was kind of bored and I missed having someone to talk to, because social media has never been about broadcast for me. Not once. Not ever, ever, ever. Social media has always been social, not media. So one of the reasons that I have never been interested in a media career is the same reason that many of my peers are not interested in a media career. I couldn't be, even if I wanted to be a public figure. Even if I wanted to be famous, even if I had the talent to do something that would make me famous, you know, writing, whatever. I don't write because I want to be a famous writer. I write because I love to write. I can express something writing that I need to express. The political and economic analysis that I produce is a byproduct of the reflection that I have to do personally to function. That reflection would be happening. I would be doing it whether I had Twitter or not. That's how I think. Now, I moved onto Twitter as a mother of a toddler. That was it. I was getting up at 4:30 in the morning because my daughter didn't understand diurnal rhythms and I needed to stay awake. And the friends that I made on Twitter were very valuable to me for the work that I did and for lots of other reasons over 9 years. But the one thing I have never ever done is try to be a public figure. I have turned down, I may have written for the Nationals, and I do occasionally still, I would write for Newsweek or someone else like that. I've always turned down talking head roles. I've turned down every single TV opportunity I've been offered, which is well into the, 15, 20 offers. Researchers contact me, they get told no. I write for the political press when I have something to say. Yes, I do, because they happen to be there and I can use them. I have never had more than 4,000 followers on Twitter, which is not a media account by any, I did not seek out journalists, I did not seek out politicians, I did not seek out that shit show, whatever the fuck that is. The moment that they put my kid at risk, the moment that my child was put at risk by Labour people deliberately, way back, 6 years ago, I stopped applying. I don't pitch to the fucking Labour press. I don't apply to left, in fact I don't apply to think tanks at all because they've got the culture tied up. I don't go near this culture. I never have. I don't go to events where they will be. I do not. When I realise that thing, when I spot the Labour culture doing what they do and abusing people and the anti-Semitism and the fucking weird cult-like mentality, I stay the fuck away. The reason, when I joined Mumsnet the other day, a bunch of people, they basically appeared to have joined specifically to drive me off. Well, that's my life. I am a mum on 140 quid a week. I have been in poverty for 8 years. I cannot have a conversation with my friends online because I am subject to constant harassment. I have a CCTV camera trained upon my house to manage the risk. Not because I'm a public figure, but because our political media went to die in a chat room. And because they have a perception of themselves and the world, which means that I am somehow in a class where that's allowed. I have never invited it. I have never asked for it. And certainly this notion that I am Twitter famous, no, I'm not. That's the excuse that major elite institutions have used to trigger my harassment. But what you're actually doing when you're harassing me, and when you're trying to do that to me, is you're just abusing a woman because she said something you didn't like. And the consequence for me of that is fucking grim. I am an ex-looked after child with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I could not be a public figure even if I fucking wanted to. And I don't. I can't imagine anything worse. I'm private. I was talking to my friends online. I was never broadcasting. I never did a thing to warrant the abuse of me. The fact that we're in, 8 years of it, because a political media culture, because people like Owen Jones wanted an anti-cuts movement to use, and because The Guardian wanted whatever the fuck it is that they were trying to achieve in the last 8 years. Because the feminists of the New Statesman decided that my child should be put at risk of violence. I didn't do that. They invited me, and as soon as I realised they were dangerous, I never accepted another invitation. I haven't done anything to warrant the treatment of me at all.